Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. Over the past century, the amount of carbon dioxide in Earth's atmosphere has increased by about 1 part per 10,000. That's equivalent to packing an extra 2 people into Madison Square Garden. Climate experts believe that these extra molecules have magical powers. 10 years ago, they said that global warming was causing Antarctic ice to expand. And now they say the exact opposite. They say that global warming is causing Antarctic ice to shrink. The Weather Network, July 16, 2022. Scott Sutherland, meteorologist, science writer. Even in the midst of winter, Antarctic sea ice sets new record low. If we look at the Antarctic sea ice graph, we can see there was a record low set in the middle of February. Now in the middle of August, Antarctic sea ice is nearing its peak for the year. The record low was set in February, which most people who've completed primary school understand is summertime in the southern hemisphere. The press has a lot of stories like this. Record low Antarctic sea ice extent could signal shift, suggesting that Earth's frozen continent may be less impervious to climate change than thought. So according to experts, global warming can make Antarctic sea ice expand, and it can also make it shrink, even during the winter. Now let's look at the actual data. There's been no trend in February Antarctic sea ice extent over the last 44 years, but there has been a slight upwards trend in September ice. If there's a high year like 2012, the press blames it on the burning of fossil fuels, and they do exactly the same thing for a low year. No matter what the current weather is, the ambulance chasers from the press are there on the scene. And they always have an ad hoc explanation to blame whatever it is on the burning of fossil fuels. Last year, Antarctica experienced their coldest 6 months on record. And this winter has been extremely cold in Antarctica as well. Today's temperature anomaly for Antarctica is almost -3 degrees Celsius, which has been fairly typical for the present winter. The unusually cold air from Antarctica has been moving up into Australia, and it's been killing frogs. Even the Washington Post is aware that it's been a cold year in Australia. Carbon dioxide can make sea ice expand, it can also make sea ice shrink, and it does kill frogs. There can be little doubt among climate academics that carbon dioxide is the most powerful molecule in the universe. Toto's been pulling back the curtain on this clown show for the past 14 years. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, Caesar, Toki, and Upla on the web at realclimatescience.com.